From Bruce Willis to Selena Gomez, some of your favorite actors have dealt with serious health conditions. Here are some of the actors whose careers were crippled by illnesses. In fact, some of them are suffering from rare health conditions. The same goes for the actor Bruce Willis. It's a rule in superhero movies that you should never count out the hero, no matter what. And you've seen Bruce Willis in a bunch of popular movies like Die Hard, The Sixth Sense, and Pulp Fiction. But just last year, the actor was diagnosed with aphasia, and the fans have been hoping that the actor has one more fight left in him. Not only that, but the news was announced by his ex-wife Demi Moore, who also revealed that he'll be stepping away from acting due to this. Following this, social media was flooded with tributes for his body of work spanning 4 decades. For many people, they'd heard about aphasia for the first time, and if you don't know, it's actually a neurological disorder which often occurs after a head injury or a stroke. What's worse, it can affect your ability to write, speak, and understand language, both written and verbal. In fact, people suffering from the condition may speak in complete sentences that don't make sense. So ever since the diagnosis, he had been under treatment. And now the family has announced that the doctors have given him a more clear diagnosis. It turns out he actually has frontotemporal dementia. That's right, but it's also pretty common for anyone who hasn't reached 60 years of age yet. Honestly, I wish him a speedy recovery. But another popular TV actress has also suffered from a neurological condition in the past. So much so that it almost made her quit her role. Yep, I'm talking about Emilia Clarke. Honestly, she's pretty open about the 2 brain aneurysms she suffered in her 20s. And might I add, it almost impacted her role on Game of Thrones. The condition is so serious that it could have killed her or rendered her speechless. And she first revealed it in an essay she wrote for The New Yorker in 2019. Later, in an interview with BBC, she said that she's grateful for being able to speak and live life normally. She had her first aneurysm in 2011, not too long after filming the first season of Game of Thrones. And in 2013, she was hit with another one for which she had to get a brain surgery. Fortunately, it was successful and she hadn't gone under the knife ever since, but she revealed that large portions of her brain are no longer functional. Surviving a brain aneurysm is extremely rare, and I'm glad that she was able to recover from it. But just like Emilia, the next actress silently battled a life-threatening condition. Fortunately, she was able to go down the road of recovery. Still guessing? It's Sarah Hyland, who won our hearts for a decade by playing Haley Dunphy on Modern Family. But she's an even bigger hero and inspiration for people with kidney diseases. In fact, she revealed in an interview that she was born with kidney dysplasia, and in this condition, one or both of the kidneys of a fetus don't develop normally in the womb, because of which the urine starts collecting in the kidneys instead of leaving through the bladder. This results in cysts that interfere with the kidney's function. Most of the babies don't even survive. Those who do may need to get a kidney transplant or regular dialysis treatments. As for Sarah, she had to go through both. Before even turning 30, she had to undergo 2 kidney transplants. The first one was from her father when she was 21, but it was rejected later, and then she had another transplant at the age of 26. Not only that, but she'd go on to get regular dialysis treatments. And let's just say it wasn't the best thing for her acting career. In fact, her character's appearance was cut short in some seasons of Modern Family. Following the show's ending, she took a break from acting to focus on her recovery. But I've got great news. She's now back on the screen with appearances in the romantic comedy My Fake Boyfriend last year, and even hosted Love Island. Honestly, natural conditions can develop at any time. Sometimes people get struck with life-threatening conditions in horrific accidents. The same was the fate for the next actor, Christopher Reeve. He was the ultimate action hero of his time. In fact, he got his breakthrough by playing the role of Superman in 4 films. Not only was he known as an action hero on screen, but also a strong athlete in real life. What's more, he was also a skilled horseman. But this hobby didn't end up well. In an unfortunate accident, he fell from his horse and was paralyzed from the neck down. And it's safe to say this was the end of his acting career. Later on, he dedicated his life to being a leading advocate for spinal cord research and raised millions for the cause. All this time, he stayed connected to his film roots. And in 1997, he made his directorial debut with the film In the Gloaming. Ever since the accident, he'd maintained an intensive physical therapy regime. And in 2000, he was able to move his index finger for the first time. time. He revealed that it made him even more determined to walk again. Unfortunately, he died of a heart attack in 2004, but you gotta admit his legacy will live forever. As for the next actor on the list, he's got a condition that affects his mobility. Michael J. Fox was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease back in 1991, but he kept it hidden for more than 7 years and continued to work as an actor. People only came to know of it when he launched the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's Research in 2000. Now it's the world's leading funder for Parkinson's drug development. Obviously, he'd have his reasons to keep it hidden for years, but he thought that people wouldn't be able to laugh if they knew about his condition. Absolutely heartbreaking, if you ask me. As for his condition, it basically causes the breakdown or death of nerve cells in the brain, and this results in symptoms like muscle stiffness, slowed movement, speech changes, and symptoms. In fact, he even revealed in interviews that it's pretty hard living with it every single day. If anything, it's a pain when you're not able to put on your socks some mornings, and let's not forget that this is why he announced his retirement from acting last year. But he's hopeful for his recovery and believes that there's much more to life than this. Now, while we're on the topic, let me tell you about some of the stars who had to postpone their ongoing projects because of their health. At least that was the case with the next singer-turned-actress Lady Gaga. Back in 2017, she had to postpone a leg of her Joanne World Tour. In a statement, she revealed that it was because of the chronic pain and trauma she'd been suffering from due to fibromyalgia. Various medical experts have stated that pain and disability seen in fibromyalgia are usually worse than any other chronic pain condition. That's because it doesn't affect only one area of the body that you can avoid moving. The condition is also accompanied by sleep and memory loss, severe fatigue, and other issues. In fact, it causes overall musculoskeletal pain. In her Netflix documentary, Gaga 5'2", she said that it hurts when people don't believe in fibromyalgia. She stated that it's an endless cycle of depression, anxiety, PTSD, and panic disorder for her, which continues to affect her life. But for some actors, they had to build the guts to bid adieu to their acting careers due to their illness, just like Christina Applegate. Yes, she retired from acting after she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and you've probably seen her in popular shows like Friends and Dead to Me. Multiple sclerosis is an autoimmune disease that affects memory and mobility. While talking about her decision, she said that she couldn't imagine spending 12 to 14 hours on sets now, but she revealed that she'd love to take up voiceover roles to stay honed. Besides that, she's also shown interest in producing. I can't wait to see what she does in her next career, but for now, that's all about the actors that have had their careers crippled by illness.